I always tell people it's not the serious shit that really makes an anime an anime. I always say it's taking the funniest parts into consideration, and maximizing the potential of the funny moments is what's key. And that's what I love so much about Spy Family, right? Especially today's episode. This shit was fucking hilarious. What they did was they gave you shit that was so serious, but not jarringly transformed that shit into something so funny. Because bro, you gotta think about it. It started off serious too, right? It started off serious. Damien's little minions was talking about, you're gonna be the MVP, you're gonna get a Stella, but you know your brother was this, your brother was that, da, 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 da. Just to have Damien at a moment where he's like, I don't want to be like my brother, but I gotta be like my brother, because if I'm not like my brother, my dad won't notice me, right? Starting off with the serious tone. Then you got Anya, right? She's training, working her ass off, even though there was a funny ass moment where she was meditating underneath the waterfall. I'm just like, bro, where the fuck is this shit coming from? Transforming serious shit into something that's funny but makes sense along the way. And then the anime references in this bitch were astounding. You had Dragon Ball references, Hunter x Hunter references. You had it all while they were on the playground, my G. That shit was hilarious. Especially the end where Anya was charging up for her super ultimate mega super killer move, bro. Just for that shit to fall in the dirt. Bro, that shit was funny as fuck. Cause it was no way, right? Like, I even had it in my head. I'm like, Anya ain't gonna do something so crazy that the whole gym is gonna shit and piss themselves, because they are kindergartners, by the way. And by the way, that one dude that was a kindergartner was like fucking 7 feet tall, 245 pounds, all muscle, and he was like 6. There was no way Anya was gonna do some super crazy killer cool move and it not turn into her falling flat on her face. Now, if it would have happened, that would have been a shock, right? That would have been a super shock to me. And then, you know, you're gonna have people like that dude that was in my comment section yesterday, bro, this stuff defies the logic, it's an ass pull, she shouldn't, you know, some shit like that, right? But she did it, and she did what Anya does. It's true to the character, and that shit was tight, bro. That shit was super tight. And Mr. Henderson, you know, you gotta give it up to Mr. Henderson. All he cares about is elegance. He really just wants what's best for all the students, right? And for the school. He wants to, you know, he wants all the kids to live up to the school standards. He wants to make sure they practice elegance and, you know, continue to make Eden College look like what it's always been, a prestigious school for prodigies and shit like that. That's what this place is supposed to be. And Damien is finally like, it's cool, right? And seeing Damien develop character so early, even though, you know, we're not around him as much, or is it not early? Because we're 10 episodes in, and, you know, it's been a lot of like random stuff going on that we've hardly been paying attention to, but it's been a lot of development on everybody else's like fronts. We've seen yours development a little bit. We've seen a lot of Twilight's development, and we're seeing Anya's development moving forward. Like, she's even thinking, oh my God, speaking of Anya, bro, she had some hilarious moments in this fucking anime, bro. When they were arguing in the classroom before Mr. Henderson walked in, calling him a shithead, all her training with Yor, watching Yor do all this wild ass shit, bro. Yor is something else. I love Yor, right? But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about Anya. The training sequences, bro, the Rocky moment where they were standing at the balcony and they had their arms up, you know, they just got done running a little marathon. They should have put like a rendition of the Rocky theme in this bitch. That shit would have been hilarious. I would have been all for that. But bro, like I said, the Dragon Ball reference, bro, they were on fucking Namek. I'm not sure if it was a Hunter x Hunter reference or it was still Dragon Ball. They were climbing up those mountains. I'm not sure if that was it, but for sure when he was on the tire, right? Like, and they were pushing him and he was on the tire. I'm 100% sure that was Dragon Ball Z that was on Namek versus Frieza. I remember that shit. And then I'm pretty sure the Hunter x Hunter references was during the whole dodgeball sequence where they were doing the, you know, the wavoo into a throw and then him blocking the fastball. I'm pretty sure those were all Hunter x Hunter references, bro. That shit killed me. I'm like, that is how you do it. Even though if we're gonna talk about anime that incorporate other anime and do it almost better, that goes to Gintama. Nobody does it better than Gintama when it comes to parodying an anime, and you're doing it better than the anime you just parodied. right? Like Gintama is on a level of its own, right? That's how you do it. You don't do it to where it's jarring, right? Like you don't just take an entire sequence and then you make it look exactly like that, but try to like add a little comedic like flip to it. No, you do it very fast and quick enough to where it doesn't take us out of our immersion, but it makes us think like, oh shit, that was from, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. That's how you do that, and I really respect Spy Family for executing on that, and Wit Studio for executing on that shit as well, because bro, man, you guys and Cloverworks together, you guys are making fucking magic happen. It's beautiful. But yeah, man, this episode was really dope. Like I said, it was fun. A lot of people came into Spy Family expecting like some super fucking dramatic spy meets assassin, and you know, we have to go on some super duper hardcore killer shit, and yo, there's a kid here, but we don't give a fuck about this kid. It's gotta be death and assassinations and espionage type shit. No, bro, let this shit be fun. It blows me sometimes when I look at a lot of people's takes on shit, and even when it's in the description and they're explaining like, hey, you know, this is a fun series, you know, we have a spy, we have an assassin, and we have an Esper, but it's mainly about the little Esper. You know, it's from her point of view. It's supposed to be kooky, it's supposed to be, you know, sometimes serious, but most of all it's fun. And you guys are just like, kill, everybody has to die, oh, this shit has to be so serious, everything has to be taken serious. Bro, when you watch shit like this, you're supposed to be able to kick back, relax, and enjoy the show. You're not supposed to be fucking studious and fucking 4.0 GPA. Y'all not supposed to be fucking valedictorians, salutatorians when it comes to, you know, watching this shit. But anyway, I ain't gonna get into too much of that tangent because, you know, I always get flack for that type of shit. Let me know if you enjoyed this episode. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if Spy Family is living up to your expectations. Let me know if it's close to touching your expectations, because sometimes anime does do that. I get it. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new. Let me know if there's other stuff you want to see. I actually have to really like kick up the production on everything else, because we are now in a phase where I feel like we need it's all or nothing. With that being said, it's your boy XDomoSenpaix, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.